Okay, so for anyone that wasn't here yesterday, this game has gotten dark and weird and crazy, and I like it. We're basically an investigator trying to figure out what the hell happened to this family that has this crazy painter that apparently can summon demons with her ink. So what we're doing now is yesterday at the end of the stream, we found one of this girl's paintings. A monster came out of it. We had to find a special dagger and cut it up to live. Then we found out that the painting was shuffled through this art dealership, the Nameless Bookstore, which we're at now. And we're going to figure out what's going on here. Ishern says it's not really a demon, though. Yeah, it's more of a multi-dimensional monster. The Shambler? Yeah, I don't really know, but anyway. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Right, guys, so there's no huge away this month? Oh yeah, there definitely was. It was yesterday. 30th or end of the month, whichever comes first every single month. Yeah, it's unclaimed, so we may have to re-roll it at the end of the stream today.
Where is the bookseller? An old diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 4. No, Dark Hollow. No, the huge away is rolled at the end of the stream on the 30th or the end of the month, whatever comes first. And then at that point, if the winner doesn't claim it, it gets re-rolled at the end of the next stream until it goes out. What are my impressions of this game so far? Fun. I've been enjoying it. I have been enjoying it.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Ooh, occultism progression. Hell yeah, dude. More medical. Beautiful. Would I read this book? Oh god. Yes?
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Oh, it's the Shambler. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I had never heard of, divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of the myth. Without giving details on the mythology to which it refers, its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Oh, yes. Did I just get more, Yep. Oh, there's Meeting the Shambler. There's the death of Francis Sanders. Man, we are not doing so hot. Our sanity is dropping fast. Oh, jeez. Okay, I think we got the books on the bookshelves. One more little look here. Ew. Ew. It's a big-ass cockroach, man. Hey, Snowy. Good morning, bud. Nice chalice, bro. That'd make a killer beer cup. Yeah, this is more about the fact that the whales disappeared mysteriously because that big whale was apparently killing them all. Ooh. Oh, I don't like those drawings, dude. I wonder if that means anything. At the beginning to the right on a shelf was an interaction. I'm pretty sure we got everything on this side, but let's take a look. Nope.
Freud's
Maybe not.
interpretation of dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Gotta get my Freud on, man. More Darkwater history. Great. Great, great, great. Also, Shinigami Senpai with the $20 tip, 3,000 cheer, and 5 gift bomb. My lord, brother, talk about an overachiever. Thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
What happened here?
Oh, it's time to investigate, boys.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Right there.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
It does.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
So he look like a man.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
We'll start here.
What killed all these animals?
Ew.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Whoa. How we doing on these? Medicine's 3 and occultism is 4. Hell yeah.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they be recovered and burned, the funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered. Even so, as a celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Oh my god. If by chance a person, or should I say genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. Oh, Lord.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
That amulet has the same star design as the thing on the safe. Is that an airship? That's kind of cool. Boop. Oh. The numbers are hidden. Oh my lord.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Oh, maybe it's the volume numbers.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Aha.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Okay.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
All of them.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Arkham editions?
How many volumes are there?
How many volumes are in this collection? Let's take a look, see if there's any we missed out here. I don't think so, but let's just double check. It's lamp oil.
A kind of chalice.
That's weird. I couldn't look at that chalice before. Arkham editions.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Hells yeah. We need it there.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Red jewels in the cup.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
So this is the chessboard.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen
White
from their
pieces.
dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling,
Okay.
and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
So the white
We shall
pieces on the
refuse
chessboard.
to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, we'll have to find volume 9, but maybe it's just 9.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 red jewels. 5 red jewels. Four white pieces on the chessboard.
The Queen has little protection.
Okay. And then let's just see if we can find volume 9.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Isn't volume 9 up here?
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Also known as the Nightmare Lyrics, his collection of poems was sensationally received when first published. Derby was only 18 years old. So it could be 9 or 18, maybe? I don't think it's going to be 1908. Is there a number on the book? No. Okay. How am I doing this? Oh, I'm a numberologist? Yeah. Okay, 5, 4, 9. Non-total white pieces? Oh, you think it could be 3? The pieces guarding the queen? That's a good call. Yep, good call. Yeah, so it was the pieces guarding the queen, not the queen herself. Good job, chat. MVP. Yeah, this might be the Necronomicon. I'm sure this is going to do wonders for my sanity. Yeah. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted to the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh, good. Great. Tiberius, thank you so much for that 1,000 cheer, buddy. I really appreciate your support, man. Thank you. Drakov says, played Fallout 76 beta last night solo, and it was great. Still lots of bugs, and I had to mute half the players for running around saying bad things. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, thank you, Drakov.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor?
Inside
an
him?
opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
How do I tell her it's the itis? It's probably the itis. We don't need to worry. That or diabetes. It might be diabetes. The state of his limbs is worrisome.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Oh, it's lupus?
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips.
Should have known.
What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Damn, dude.
Was that a threat?
Shameless.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices.
R2 to solve
My
problems
word
with
is
the
of
doctor.
No weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Hey, Martini, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Happy Halloween.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Yeah. Oh, she dead. Probably.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Don't kill him. Please. Ooh, nice fireplace. Is there money in here? Oh, no.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
Weird. Oh, God. Oh! Wait, what?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Oh, no. What is she doing here?
Mrs. Sanders?
That's the wife of the guy that gouged his eyes out.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay.
What is the boiler room key doing here?
Well, get it.
The key to the boiler room.
That's
Not
great.
where I expected to find it.
Pick it up.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
I swear to God, if we get to the boiler room and it's like, if only I had a key for this.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Damn, where did that come from? I'm sorry, do you know how to do your job? Great, so how about you go ahead and do it? Okay, thanks. And she said it like so coolly, like there was no hint of attitude in her voice. That was pretty great.